And welcome back, students, as we continue to explore C. Today we're going to look at flow control measures. So that is our good old friends such as the if-else statements. You can do switches, and you can even do loops. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth into it. I'll link the resources just again so you have access to them. But the big thing to kind of think about here with C is that it's not much different how you implement them than what we're used to doing in Java. And you're going to see that really quickly with just a couple examples. So let's take a look. So let's start off with our good old friend, if else. So I'm just going to make a quick integer here. Oh, delete out this. Yep. Integer num1 equals 3. And let's do num2 equals 2. All right. Now, let's just go ahead and do if num1 is greater than num2, and we're going to say printf the first number is larger. All right, and let's do an else if num1 is less than num2, printf the second number is larger. And let's just close it off with an else. Printf both numbers must be the same. All right. And let's go ahead and run this. So if I run, error, expected a semicolon. Oh, I forgot a semicolon. Very important. Too much Python. All right, there you go. The first number is larger because 3 is greater than 2. All right, it's that simple. Nothing that we haven't seen before. Okay, now let's go ahead and do, I'm just going to go ahead and put a new line character in here just so that way we don't have to worry about that, mess with this later. And let's just put a while loop in. So let's just say while true. And let's just have it scan the keyboard and say, please enter a number. All right. And let's do, what's it, mod D, comma, I need to make an integer for that. Input num, just because I don't want to mess with the other ones. And just say input num. And we have to put our ampersand here because it is an input. And then I'm simply just going to print that number. So print input num. All right. Let's go ahead and run that. It doesn't know what true is though, so that is a very important thing. So let's just say while num1 is less than num2. There are ways to handle booleans, but we're not going to look at that right now. So while num1 is less than num2, all right, that of course is not true. So let's make that greater than. Okay. And what I'm going to do is actually just make this bigger just so we can get a couple more loops. I may not fit to just 5 is fine. And then we just do num1. And since it's bigger, we have to do minus minus. Run. All right. The first number is larger. All right. Gave us an error. Makes it a pointer integer. Let's just try to make this 1 minus 1. All right. 1. Construct. Restrict argument is of type int. Okay. So I'm getting an error here. And oh, is it this? Yes, it's this. It's my printf here. That's what actually is messing me up. I forgot. I need to do a mod D. Okay, now it should work. Okay, first number is larger. It's waiting for input. Let's go ahead and put 5. And of course, we got this big, beautiful memory reference. All right. So All right, input num, let's see, scan. A 2 equals num minus 1. Let's just see if that's it. All right, oh, num 1. There we go. And of course, we saw the reference. So let's look and make sure I didn't mess something up here with my outputs, because still not, I don't use it that often. So mod d comma then the number. Look back at the so mod d comma ampersand the number. That's what we have here. Scanf, please enter a number. Mod d and ampersand input num. Print f. Mod d input num equals num minus 1. I'm just going to initialize this to 0 just to make sure. Okay, we got 0, 0, 0 now. Okay, please input a number. Mod d input num. Okay. So remember, this is all live, so sometimes I make mistakes, but that's okay. So, alrighty. So we know we're getting 0, 0, 0. Let me go look back at that scan. Yeah, I bet you it needs to be. Let's do this. Take this out. That's what it is. Okay. So the whole issue of what I was doing here. Yes, yes, yes. I know it's running. Okay. So the whole reason why this was generating an issue was simply because I was trying to pull a Python and pass input in. While the program was pretty much trying to get in input. So can't do that at the same line. So let's take this back to minus minus now. I think that will work now. No, not equals. There we go. And oh, can't forget those semicolons. The bane of your existence. 5. Please enter number 4, 3. Boom. There it goes. So now our program's working. All right. So just like what we were used to seeing. Now, if you look at the notes that I linked in here, you'll see that we can, of course, also do a for loop. Works the exact same way. You can use breaks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is, like, for example, you can also nest stuff. I can say, like, if num, or input num, excuse me, ever equals, let's say, 3, I can just break. So if I run this program, 5, okay, we're in the loop. Let's just say 3 breaks out of the loop. So it's not going to continue going because it found that the number was 3. All right, and of course I could put other things in here. I could put other, like, for example, I could put a new line character here to help get that register down. But other than that, that's really about it. A lot of the stuff, again, I'll have linked up here with the flow control. You can see your for, your while, break, continue, switches. All that stuff is very similar. So right here, there's not that much other than, me messing up printf and scanf again because I'm not used to the formatting of C. But other than that, folks, hopefully that helps give you a little bit of heads up of what to expect. Again, a for loop is going to be constructed pretty much the exact same way. With the while loop, the only thing I didn't see was like the while true, because it has to be, I believe, a test expression. I don't know if it has the Boolean part in there. And in their example here, they just say while test expression. And here's our example. You can say while I is less than or equal to 5. So not that big of a deal. We can put a numeric test in there, and you can always just make up a variable and put it in there. So like count is less than 0, for example, and have count start at like -1 to make it constantly running. You can just do count minus minus, for example, to keep it infinite. All right, and with that's all I got to say for this lesson, and I will see you next time.